Hello dear viewer and welcome to the showcase and review of Knights of Ages. Knights of Ages is currently rated 12 plus on the App Store. It is free to play. There are lots of in-app purchases. We'll try to go into that in a bit. And it apparently does have some issues with it, such as you do need to grind up the original characters they give you, even if there are better characters offered later, in order to get through some of the main story. Stuff like that. Let's go check out this area. So one thing you may note is occasionally they will show you these little pop-ups of, hey, you can buy this. However, this free package at the top, it'll say buy even though it is free. It doesn't cost you a dime. So that's a little bit weird. But yeah, here are some of the things you can buy. Lots of building materials which become important once you get your own castle in the game. Other than that, these crystals are kind of the in-app currency. Other things you can do, though, is go to this daily market. You can get this for free. Okay, so my 500 daily coins, what do I want to get with that? Sugar? Well, why not? It's currently 50% of the current market price. So yes, I want to buy all that sugar. The linen is the normal price, so I may be like, it's not the best deal ever. Or it could be a material I need to upgrade people or, whatever. Now, other things you can do, you can see time pass in the game. There's a lot of cool stuff in Knights of Ages where your units will actually age. So, Killian or Cillian is somebody you get during the storyline, and he is old. So their attributes start to get reduced when that happens. Eventually, I believe people just die of old age. So that's something to keep in mind. However, you can also get units to marry people and have kids, and they get some of the stats of some of the noble bloodlines and things. So you want to get nobles. You also get injured in combat, and you can heal that for various things. But as you can see, you got to be careful in combat. So if you like Fire Emblem but want kind of an even more brutal experience, I guess. Yeah, this one's pretty good. So as you can see, we've got quite a few people over here. This is my main player character, Gelanot. He has a scar and severe asthma. Now, once again, you can try to heal this stuff, but you need to use the Elixir of Life. And then once I complete Chapter 4 of the story, we'll unlock All Souls Day to get a chance to heal some stuff. So yes, there are seasons in the game, years pass, things like that. There's a spring festival right now. To show you the castle, let's go to Lunaria, my castle. I cannot. Why not? It's saying I need to travel. Interesting. So my little avatar here says I'm in Mossier. It says the Spacious Hills are our next destination. Once we get through the story, you can do a lot more side quests. You can build up reputation with other noble factions and things like that. I highly recommend you try to finish the main story in 1 month, because then you can get a princess for free. But yeah, I did not do that. Okay, I may want to replace Daniel here. Right now, he's got an eye injury, so he has minus 20% accuracy right now, hit percent. But he's got a good shield and stuff. But because it's a fresh injury, he can heal that if I just let him heal. It's one reason why I have such a large roster here. Maybe I take another archer man. Yeah. Daniel, you take a break. We'll take Sean. So Sean, Daniel, and the main character are kind of the three people for this storyline. They're the three you start with, and you apparently want to train them up according to comments on the App Store. Once again, because, you need them for the final chapter. Or the penultimate chapter as well. So let's go into combat. Just a heads up for parents, there is blood. There is a lot of intrigue and talk of assassinations and things. You're running a mercenary group. Very much not a good and evil type game. Think Game of Thrones, but not quite as much terribleness, I guess you could say. So, personally, I would rate this ages 15 plus if I was in charge of rating, and there was a rating for that, but there's not. So, yeah. To avoid a confrontation with the druids, the Lunar Nebula Mercenary Corps left Mossier and went looking for elves in the mountains east of the village. The road runs out east of here. If we haven't found anything by the end of the day tomorrow, we should head back to Gelly. Hold on. Something's going on. Listen. Come out now and we'll attack. What's going on? Let's go look. Aha. A young mage, eh? Ignorant hoodlums, you are desecrating Nessa's sacred land. You will feel nature's wrath. Cycle of flourishing life, luminous fire of creative and destructive force. Heed my call. Baranaur Adventus. There's something off with this guy. This guy's ain't got anything to steal. If we get his blood on us, we're not going to catch his stupid, are we? Nessa's sacred land. This guy's a druid. He was just speaking Elvish. Really, looks like we'll be able to find the elves after all. I think he's just yelling nonsense, boss. I don't think he'll be able to help us. Well, it's the best we've got. Let's save this kid before he gets murdered by those bandits. Brothers, charge! Another fun thing to note is people grow facial hair and stuff over time. Like Sean did not start with a mustache, but now he's got a glorious one. Now, before combat starts, we can see how far people can go. This thicket over here increases defense and evasion chance. So we do want to do that. Yeah, I think we want Sean behind a shield man. We'll put you over there. Father Prescott, you do your thing, man. You just be a priest over there. Alright then, to battle! So this is what battle looks like. Very Fire Emblem-esque. Alright, now we're gonna go right here. Thread the needle, as it were. Trying to stay a little bit out of everybody's ranges. We'll go right here. Right there. And you can go right there, Father. Yeah, once again, you're leading a mercenary corps in various war-torn lands where people give you various missions that may or may not be good, shall we say. One literally tells you to assassinate his brother. So, there is that. Spoilers ahead. Is that guy going to help? Probably not. So if we can take out both these guys. Okay. Time for a big attack, Jellinot. Booyah! So there's the blood. Yep. It does kind of pop out. Yep. Do we want the father to attack first? He'll probably get injured. Okay, well, Brandon here, when he gets energy, gets his attack damage up, and he has a 20% plus to deflection chance, which is kind of like a chance to decrease or take no damage. Ooh, this guy's got a parry chance. When deflection is triggered, deflect damage. Reduce 20%. Well, let's try to hit. There we go. And then Sean, you know what, Sean? Can you... Okay, well, you can do a little bit. There you go. Alright. Oh, deflected down to 3 damage. Okay. And you do counterattack at least once, usually. If more people attack you, you generally don't get much more than that. If you critically hit Sean, this could go well. Yeah! Archers have a good critical hit chance. That's one reason why Christopher here is one of my better characters. Then I found him at like level 20 in a tavern. Just sitting there, you know, hanging out, having a good time. What can you do, Christian? So one thing to note is, when Christian falls to 0 HP, he is not immediately dead. But he will be out of this fight, and there is a high chance of him having a terrible wound, of one sort or another. So, let's do this. Deflected. Okay. I'm going to do this. Okay, yeah. The shield really does increase deflection chance. I'm putting Father Prescott into the breach. Alright. Oof. Alright. Now, some fun facts. Sometimes the objectives they give you aren't actually necessary. So, don't let the self-taught sorcerer die. Probably necessary for this one. Sometimes there's things like, kill all the peasants, and maybe I didn't want to do that, and maybe I let them all run away, and that apparently was fine. Not sure why, but it was. Okay, good shot, Christopher. Let's do this. Okay, there's another 3 damage on the boss there. Your attack, damage plus 30%. Well, you have a high chance of doing this, Father. Except for the block. The block gotcha. Okay, took out the boss. And does that end it? No. Alright, high chance of KO. No. Oh, you dare attack a priest. Alright, Sean. I think you're at the lowest level. Level 19. Yeah. Alright, Sean. Take him down. Are you alright, boy? Thank you. I knew Nasha wouldn't abandon me. Looks like I'm not strong enough to protect myself. You mean that gust of wind? That was your spell? No. That just means the spell failed. A real Fire Emblem spell is much more impressive than that. Brave Knights, can I join you? I want to help you punish evildoers. You have a name, boy? What about a family? I'm afraid we don't have much to offer you. My name is Jace. I'm an orphan. Don't worry, I'm not some layabout. I could use Nessa's magic to help you. Jace, all right. Well, from now on, you follow my orders. Welcome to the Lunar Nebula Mercenary Corps. I think the boss just wants to use them to help us find the elves. I think so, too. So yeah, we got some stuff out of it. Not much silver. Silver is the main way you recruit people and pay for supplies. Okay, here's an important thing. In leveling up, you're basically seeing these blue bars go up, and that's when stats go up. So we got some more vitality, which is health. Ooh, we got a new skill. But I think that would replace one of our current slots. It's probably better than what we've got in that current slot. Father Prescott, the impatient knight, with a little boo-boo on his head right now. Okay, you got dexterity, vitality, and will, and HP. Ooh, HP's always good. Alright, the Lunar Nebula Mercenary Corps returned to Gelly and continued their task. A month later, Galtia's annual Go Gnarl Day arrived. While that moon was holding a large competition, all of Perionor's nobility were present. Lunar Nebula came with Earl Perry and joined the commoners' competition. Okay. Hey, we've got a mage now. Finally, the Curious Knight, eh? Shaking Strike, Spirit Resistance, Flexibility. So this is the first mage we've seen in the game. Nice. He's got very good growth rates in Dexterity, Strength, and Perception. Huh. A little bit of agility. So weirdly enough, we could probably give this guy a bow, and he'd better than Sean, probably. Now, another thing to note, he costs 3 silver a year. So if he ever got too expensive, we could just fire him, but 3 silver ain't bad. Okay, especially for those growth rates, I think. Okay, so after a short period, Daniel's eye energy fully recovered. So if we go back to our troops, go check on Daniel. Ah, he doesn't have his eye patch anymore, because his eye is better. Wonderful. We can see he's married, he's 43, we've got XP, we've got our banner on Jalnut right here that isn't really filled up yet, because we're a new baron. Okay, then. So yeah, that is the game in a nutshell. Other than that, you can do side quests and things to gain silver and stuff. I wouldn't recommend doing really any side quests until you've reached a point in the story where it'll let you do them. But yeah, we can go out, take a boat to Seaease. After we've finished all the missions, which we have not. Let's see, so it'll take a month to get there. Curses. Any side quests closer to us? Not really. But we can go to the tavern here. This is where you recruit people. You can look at them. So Gregory here, the fox. Ooh, heavy infantry, so good with shields. Salary 1 per year. Okay. Whereas Burina, The premature is heavy infantry as well. She costs 46 to buy right now, and then salary of 1 per year. And of course you can roll the dice on getting something you want with a good bloodline by paying crystals. We'll try it now, just because we're doing this video. The lucky Sam. Salary 1 per year. Very good gross compared to some. We probably want to make him somebody like our main character who... Oh, hit plus 10%, deflection plus 10%. Yeah. Ah, he's got bloodlines too. Ooh. In-house sinning. Or signing. Not sure how to pronounce that. So we don't have a family with Sam yet, but yeah. Could grow pretty well. Currently level 1 though. So, in our castle, we've been trying to make people go to a little school we've set up. Now if we can get Sam there. We're occupying the swamp ruins for now. If somebody tries to take that from us before anything else happens. Let's go back here. Alright, so our training grounds leveled up. Let's manage our castle. So, Swamp Ruins is currently producing 100 silver and 8 sheep. Nice. You do want to make sure everybody's being fed. We can allocate resources and stuff. We can go to the market. I need a level 5 castle to upgrade it any further. But here we can see different prices for things. Currently, they're kind of all inflated. So not a good time to buy. Training ground, on the other hand. Train. I can select Daniel to be an instructor. Okay, let's do that. I can make Jace. Let's put Lucky in there. They can do a long tour or a short tour. Since Daniel has higher levels, he gets a bonus to teaching, basically. And let's do a short tour, since we're probably going to need Daniel. Are you ready to train with me? Let's do it. Alright. Claim our reward for Aiden and Killian. I'm trying to get Aiden to get better stats and stuff. How are you doing? Aiden the Imminent. He's got a lot of various things. Okay, and since they share a class, they also get an XP bonus. Let's try that again. Because Aiden is unfortunately just really outclassed by everybody else we've got. We got a teaching once we have our level 5. We got our training. We got Christian here with Enoch. Enoch is very good. Should I switch you though? Maybe put Jason there. Yeah, not right now. But anyway, as you can see, there's a lot to this game. If I want to get far in the game, I would probably restart and do the story in a month to get that princess, so that we'd have access to a better bloodline on the cheap. Now, if we want to upgrade this, yeah, we can do this with the wood. We can try to date. Okay, so Killian. I think we haven't gotten anything to work for you. And Prescott, you know. Select representative house. Okay. It won't let me do anything there, so I don't think we've quite unlocked that feature, even though it allowed me to upgrade everything. Now, to get the castle upgraded, this is where things take forever. So, it's been over, what, a month of collecting? But it's been longer than that since I've played. For reals. So, yeah, if we wanted more sandstone, it's letting us buy it at an inflated current price. So we could do that. We have decoinage. Granite, on the other hand. Oof. It's expensive. So yes, materials do become a bigger issue. That's when you go to the market and hope you'd find them on the cheap. Or you just go find equipment sales. See if you can't get some good stuff there. And all of that. Let's see, training ground has leveled up. Cool. Well, yeah, now we'd want to travel. And there's a harvest festival. So every year, there are different festivals and things you can attend or not. Okay, we got our income report and our expenses. Each house will prepare next year's rations. We have sufficient food. Ooh, our food cost per year is getting pretty high, though. Alright, food conversion. Okay. And as you can see, coins are worth half a food. So if you don't have any of this other food, then, yeah. Bad things happen. Allocated. Let's see, we've got a ton of sheep, actually. So we're good. Okay. Let's take a fish. Let's save some sheep, actually. We've got a bunch of venison. Allocated. We can only store 152, huh? Let's do that. And not that, apparently. Anything worth a little bit less. Ale. There we go. Salt. So we'll do that. So we've got 152 allocated. In case we need it. Okay. Wait, did it? What? Okay, we'll confirm, I guess. Okay, and here's another cutscene. So here we go. This is how cutscenes normally go. You can also find little side conversations that tell you more about the local area, the history, etc., etc. Here's a retainer for our lord. Yep. Telling everybody, respect. And as you just saw, there are curse words in this game. So yes, once again, I would definitely say probably high school age and up for this one. It's not the most simple game either, especially with the wound mechanics. You really want to be careful with getting people hurt and switching people out strategically. And all of that jazz. So yeah, once again, if you like Fire Emblem and you're okay with the grittier version of it, then yeah, I think you would enjoy Knights of Ages. Another thing to keep an eye out for, though, is you do want to try to grind up and train your main first given units, even though they're worse than a lot of the ones you will get, because you need them for the end of the story mode. But yeah. Ooh, we can go chat with people if we want. So yes, that's from the city. We can change things, and maybe we can turn Brandon into heavy infantry. He needs more vitality for that. So, you can see all of that. Father Prescott. No. Okay. There's a barber shop, too, if we want to change the look of some people. Haircut. What hairstyle do you want? I don't know, sir. Probably. Let's see. Okay. So yes. We need better reputation with some of these houses. Got it. So that's interesting. Alright then. Well, dear viewer, if you've enjoyed this look at Knights of Ages... Ooh, we've unlocked some stuff. And I had a baby. Alright then. So for this baby, we will name you... Nova. Sure. Alright then. And we've unlocked better classes as well. I doubt we have anybody that can actually go into that. Except for maybe the Claymore Warrior and the Longbowman. Maybe. We will have to see. Or not, because this seems to be the end of the video. So leave a like if you've enjoyed this showcase and review. Subscribe for more gaming videos. Comment below on what you think of Knights of Ages. Do you like that it's free to play so that you can have some goodness of an SRPG on the cheap? Or do you hate the fact that there are a lot of in-app payments and apparently lots of little walls that you're going to have to wait through or pay through in order to progress? Like with my castle. Because I don't have all of the materials, even after like a month of collection. to get to level 5. I did get to level 4 very quickly, though. So, yeah, they give you enough to do that. Yeah. So, I hope you, dear viewer, have a great day.